Alaska and Hawaii. Two very different states. Also, two states that really don't have a market for an NBA team. But apparently, according to Adam Silver, he doesn't care about that. So he decided to add two new expansion franchises to the NBA. Also night and day are the management between these two franchises. Apparently, the Alaskan franchise, since it's really no market for an NBA team, has the lowest budget out of any NBA team in the history of the league. The Hawaii budget, of course, since Hawaii is a great tourist location, all the money, all the resources, all the best facilities, everything. Just look at the roster that they got during the expansion draft. Drew Holiday, which I'm really surprised that the Boston Celtics didn't keep. You got Rudy Gobert, Bradley Beal. How did the Suns not keep him? Maybe his contract was too much. CJ McCollum, Jeremy Grant, Klay Thompson, DeAndre Hunter, Steven Adams, Alec Burks, Vince Williams, Jamie Jaquez, Mo Wagner, Grant Williams, and Taylor Horton Tucker. That is a really, really good team. But on the contrary, if you look at Alaska, our best player on this Anchorage team, as you see the jerseys, is Kai Jones. You know, the center that used to be on the Hornets. He was on the Clippers last season. Definitely made headlines for a lot of his mental issues, we should say. But hopefully he's back. Hopefully his mind is in the right place and he has another opportunity with this Anchorage team to finally prove that he's a legit NBA center. Our next guy is Terquavian Smith. He was on the Sixers last season. Definitely didn't get a lot of play time because the Sixers were very guard heavy, but he was very good at NC State. You know, he finally gets a chance to really get a good amount of minutes and prove that he's a really decent guard in the league. Rudolph Brewer is a pretty unknown prospect. He's been in the G League for a long time. As you see, he's a very good athlete, but that's really the biggest thing about his game. He's a very athletic forward, very raw in every other area, but you know, giving him a chance to really show that he belongs in the NBA. Our next player is Oscar Schwebe. If you watched Kentucky basketball a couple years ago, you know who this guy is. The National Player of the Year, one of the best rebounders in college basketball history. The Pacers decided they didn't want to keep him, so now he's in Anchorage, and I'm really excited to see what he does. All right, next up is Donovan Williams, a pretty athletic wing out of UNLV. He's been in the G League a couple of seasons, really hasn't had that really good NBA opportunity, but now he's in Anchorage, and I'm excited to see what he does because I feel like he could be a really good player for us. Very athletic wing who can shoot the three ball. You know, that's always a very good commodity in this league. Next we have Malzina Pereira. He had a cup of coffee with the Memphis Grizzlies last season. He spent most of his time on their G League team. He's a very, very good athlete. Otherwise, his game is pretty raw, but other than that, we'll see what he does. Next we have Alex Fudge, a pretty athletic wing from Florida. He was on the Lakers last season. He also was on the Mavs. Definitely didn't get a good opportunity, didn't get a chance to really show what he could do. But now he has all the time in the world with the Anchorage to develop his game. Next we have Buddy Boeheim. You know, he's related to the legendary Syracuse coach Jim Boeheim. And we got him on this team for one reason: to shoot the lights out of the ball. Definitely will help us with our floor spacing. He is a very good shooter off the catch, can definitely develop into a really nice role player for us. Next, we have Matthew Hurt out of Duke University. Definitely hasn't had a really good chance to really show what he can do in the NBA. He was very good in college. Definitely had a couple of injuries, but he's been really good in the G League the past couple of years. But now he has his first major NBA opportunity, and I'm excited to see what he does. Next, we have Warren Solomon, a relatively unknown guy out of Colorado State. The biggest thing about him, he's 7'3". So he'll definitely be a good presence inside, a good rim protector, good rebounder. Next, we have Perry Park, 6'10" forward out of Florida State. Another G League guy who really hasn't blossomed in the NBA yet, but now he has an opportunity with the Anchorage to get some real time and show that he's really worthy of being in the league. Next is Jalen Galloway, an Australian prospect who works out to be maybe a 3-and-D prospect, pretty athletic guy who can shoot the three a little bit, who can defend on the wings a little bit, who can, run the floor. Just a really good all-around glue guy for the team. And last but not least, we have DJ Carton. And if you knew anything from his Ohio State and his Marquette days, he is a major athlete from the point guard position. Definitely had a lot of good dunks, a lot of crazy poster dunks in the G League. And he's also worked on his three-point shot as well. So I'm excited to see what he does in the league because I've always thought that given the right opportunities, he can really shine. Especially with his athleticism and his three-point shooting, definitely can shine at any NBA team. But that, my friends, is the Anchorage team. And as you see, there is a huge contrast between the talent of this team and the talent of Hawaii's expansion team. Like, this team is so low budget that we don't even have a jumbotron in this arena. We have the most basic arena here with the lowest amount of seats. Only 16,000 people could be in this arena. But before we go, I want to show you the uniforms for our team, and I want to show you the staff. Take a look at our staff. Our CFO, Timothy Malone, has a F rating in business, but a C potential. Our assistant GM, Wyatt Zimmerman, D- in contracts, F in trading, but an A+ potential. Timothy Thomas, our head coach, has a F offense, F defense, and an A- potential. Our assistant coach, David Ellis, F offense, D+ on defense, but A+ potential. Our head scout, Michael Hunt, is an F in scouting, but an A+ in potential. And our trainer, Jesse Perkinson, a D in training and an A+ in potential. So our coaching staff is pretty bad, but all of them have potential to improve because we're literally starting from the bottom. So we don't have the biggest budget to hire all the really big guys. We want to build this program from the ground up, literally. As you see, these will be our home uniforms. Very simple, white plaid. No, I feel like it's a pretty nice color. Our row uniforms, the blue plaid design, nothing too outrageous. The alternate uniforms though, I like these alternate uniforms. They're like they remind me of like the old Portland Trailblazers vibes with the fawn and like the line. We had fan designs, but ultimately we decided to go with what our graphic design team came up with. So these are our uniforms. And that will be it for the first episode of Anchorage Anchors TV. If you want to learn more about this, go to our website down below at anchorstv.com to look at roster updates, any type of social medias, just anything that we have going on with the Anchorage Anchors. That's almost like a tongue twister to say at this point. The next episode, we will finally play our first game. It will be against the Indiana Pacers. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing our guys on the court and seeing how we fare this season. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Anchorage out.